GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and this ball of gray fluff over here, my co-pilot, my co-host, Sushi, joins us as usual. Today we're going to be checking out Tetra's Escape. Now, for those of you who are puzzle fans, this might interest you. This is basically a 2D platforming, well, sort of platforming. I guess you're creating platforms. But it's a puzzle game through and through. It's basically you playing as blocks trying to get to the end of the level here. So let's jump right in so you can check it out here. It's one of those games that's deceptively simple. It looks really, really simple when you start the game. And then once you get further into it, it starts getting more and more complicated. There have been a couple levels that have stumped me. I would say 2 levels so far that have stumped me a little bit as I was going through. The interesting thing about it was the fact that I was overthinking it the whole time. Now, it's one of those dumb things where, like, man, why didn't I just do the easy thing that I was thinking of? Well, anyway, we're going to start right at the very beginning here just so you can get an idea what this is all about. They, of course, give you the quick tutorial here. So you play as this little gray block here. He has no abilities whatsoever, and your whole thing is basically just to collect these little stars. And when you collect 3 stars, there's always the option of a trophy that drops, so you can go and get the trophy. And if you collect all 3 stars in the trophy, make it to the end, that is the end of the level. So let's move on a little further here, and you guys can see some of the abilities that you get to use with some of the other blocks. So this is another easy one here. You see that these red guys here, they have the ability to transform. You can see that by the diagram that's in the bottom middle of the screen. So whenever we have the gray guy selected, no diagram. But with the red guy selected, we can go collect these stars. And what you do is you hit Y, and you'll see that he could turn into a Tetramino that is of the T shape, right? However, the T shape is not really going to help us here. It's quite obvious what we got to do. You actually hit the control pad over, and that changes to the other shape. And basically you make that selection as a permanent selection by hitting A, and then you'll see that Tetramino is now stuck in that shape, which really sucks for him because if you don't make it out of this level, he's kind of stuck in that Tetramino shape forever. Kind of gruesome, right? So you see I collected 3 stars. Here's the trophy. What's interesting is the first time I did this level, I had to redo it because this guy I had made a permanent Tetramino this way, and then that trophy dropped there, and I wasn't able to get it. So there we go. That's that level. So again, two very simple levels just to kind of start us off here so you get an idea. But things start heating up as soon as you get into World 2. Now, I finished World 1 and World 2, and already feel pretty confident in talking about this, but you could see that there are already 2 levels that I was not able to get the trophy in because I was still trying to figure it out. So 2.5 and 2.8, I did not get the trophy. So, just something to consider there. As I said, very simple premise. However, it's one of those games that just gets harder as you go. So, you can see we get the green guy here. What we want to do with him is we want to... They give you a lot of, like, freebies here during some of these. Let's see, let's rotate this here. Let's pop it there. We'll take the gray guy here. And of course you have the ability, you come up to these areas of brick that you can't quite get up. You can actually climb up those too. It's their very first ability is that you gotta remember that you can make stairs. They can hop up stairs. Because there were a few where I completely forgot about that. I'm like, oh, is that gonna be too high? And it wasn't, you know, so... Let's actually head over to 2.5, which is the first one I wasn't able to get the trophy in, just so you can get an idea of what I was having trouble with here. So, we'll switch to the gray guy, grab the first star here. So you see we have 2 Tetraminos here that could change into 2 completely different Tetraminos. So what do we want to do is the question. Well, let's see. If we take this guy, and let's see. You gotta remember where his starting point is too. So if we put it there, rotate it to about there, and we grab the blue guy can grab that star, and he can turn into this Tetramino. But that's not really helpful right there, is it? In fact, neither of these are very helpful right there, are they? So you're gonna find yourself in situations like this where you're like, I'm not sure what I gotta do. I mean, I guess I could create one here, and then the guy can climb over it here. But I don't think that's gonna get us our trophy. Oh no, no it is. See, so what you gotta do is you gotta remember that the trophy is gonna land at that spot there. So that's the hard part, is coming back and realizing, oh right, I gotta get it from there. So let's see if we can restart this. Let's see if we can get this one first. So we know that this guy here needs to probably be this guy, and then just stop that. Or stop at that Tetramino. And then this guy... This is one of those situations where I put it there, I'll block the star. Oops. Now this leads me to one of the issues I actually have with this game, which is when you permanently create a Tetramino, there's no way to go back at all. You can't erase your last move. I wish there was a button to like undo your last few moves, or maybe every move since you started. That would be super helpful, because right now I have no option of getting that trophy. I mean, I could totally finish the level, but the only way I can bring the Tetraminos back is to restart. I also wish that there was a quick restart button. If there is one, I don't know if it exists, because I find myself hitting pause and going to restart quite often. So I wish that the minus button on the controller was actually some sort of restart. That would be way more helpful in my opinion. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking here. We need to do this guy here. Let's put that there. Grab that, jump up here. Let's switch to the blue guy. Okay, and if I'm thinking correctly, I think there should just about get us our trophy. Oh, and then I fell off. And again, no way to get back up. So again, would have been nice to have an undo, because that could get really infuriating when you're like, you're one move away from doing the thing you're trying to do, and then you have no way of going back one move and fixing the issue. You know, that has been so far the most irritating thing about this game. Other than that, for how deceptively simple it is, considering you're just controlling little blocks, you know, that are inspired by, you know, Pac-Man shapes back in the 80s, it's actually a little charming, I have to admit. It's one of those games, when I first saw it, I wasn't quite sure. Here we go, we can get our trophy now. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, because I was like, oh boy, this one doesn't look good. And once I installed it, though, I was kind of like, okay, I could definitely see the charm with this game. I could see why they're kind of pushing it. There we go, we got our trophy. And there we go, there's our trophy. So we're gonna actually ignore 2-8 here, the other one we didn't get a trophy for. We're gonna push on into World 3. Let's see what awaits us in World 3 here. Just play through a couple more levels, because I think you guys kind of get the idea here. So it says, in addition to rotating a Tetramino, you can now use the mirror mode, which is the X button, to actually reverse them. So if you need to flip them, you can do that now, which is kind of cool. Alright, so that's not really going to be helpful in this situation. Oh, it is, okay, because he goes that way, but then we can flip. Boom, there we go. That's exactly what we need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this star first. Aha! See? They're trying to trick us there. They didn't want us to get the trophy, so I need to figure out a way to put this shape in here. We're gonna flip, rotate it, there we go. That one was actually pretty easy. I'm expecting everything to be hard, you know, I'm expecting everything to just be as we go on. Like I said, some of those are deceptively simple, or rather deceptively complex, and they end up being very simple, which can be a little annoying at times. But again, nothing annoys me more than not being able to undo moves. If we could undo moves, I think that would be the perfect thing. Alright, what do we want to do with this guy here? So we got a blue guy who could pop up there. Alright, so I think I know what I want to do with the blue guy. But the real question here is, how do we get the gray guy over to where he needs to be? We might have to put... Well, let me collect these two first. So I was thinking we might have to put the gray guy, or the blue guy here, so that way the gray guy can get over. which would be helpful. However, then what would the green guy do? Because the green guy is just a straightaway. If the green guy uses a straightaway right in the middle there, gray guy can't climb it. So, what is the real way to do things here? And the music in this game, I wouldn't consider it like great music, but this little theme just keeps playing over and over, and I find myself just like bobbing my head to it. I don't know why. It's just this like fun elevator music, you know. Welcome to floor 2. Enjoy your day. All right. Yeah, I'm at a loss of what to do exactly right here, so let's just go for it. Oh wait, I think I know now. I know what we gotta do. All right, so what we want to do is we want to flip that one there, and then the blue guy. We're gonna go ahead and get the gray guy over here first. Okay, blue guy already got it. See, if I would have already mutated the blue guy, that would have been bad. So he'll form that, swap. There we go. See, very simple solution, but deceptively, it looks complex. It looks like something, and don't get me wrong, some of these you're going to be sitting and thinking about, and then you're going to go, oh, duh, that's what I got to do. Happens a lot. All right, so we got one star to grab here. And, okay, so the brown guy's got to get the red guy out, because the red guy's got the climbing ability there. So the yellow one's going to get to the middle and fill up that whole square, I believe. So, what's the brown guy got? He's got that. Okay, yeah, he could do the 3-piece. Okay, so let's go with this guy here. He is going to... yeah, we're gonna select this one, flip it. Maybe not. Flip. Oh no, I gotta go over there. Flip. Flip. There it is. Okay. Took a little while, but we got it. All right, let's move this guy over here, and he's gonna switch over to. Yep, that one. Okay, we got to go back though. Anytime you see, actually, it's a good thing to show. Whenever you see those no signs, the circle with the slash through it, that means no matter how many times you push A, you cannot put the Tetramino there. So, if you had an idea or a plan with that, it won't work. Sorry, friends. All right, let's move the yellow guy over. This one's a bit easier. All right, we can switch over to the gray guy, get the trophy. And get the gray guy over here. And there we go. Let's pop that, and then... Now when you finish a level, you see all the Tetraminos, even though they permanently became another shape, they do exit with you at the end. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, man, if you never finish a level, you restart. Or, you know, if you don't restart, they just sit there forever as those permanent shapes or whatever. It's a scary thought, isn't it? Those poor shapes. Alright, we're gonna try one more here. Okay, this is interesting. We don't have our gray friend this time around, so that's a little bit different. So it looks like we have to somehow learn or figure out a way to get this to climb up. Alright, so... Oh, jeez, this stupid red guy. That's the other thing, is you can't place them where other Tetramino guys are, so... You gotta make sure these guys are just fully out of the way. Okay, you're there. And what do we want to do here? We want to grab that. There we go. So this guy can jump up here. There. We're doing alright. Alright, let's have this guy switch things around here. Flip. Flip again. Actually, that should probably work. Okay, cool. Alright, so we gotta somehow build on both sides here. And we don't want to leave any block behind, right? So we'll put those guys there. And this guy we need to build up... Which way? This way? Yes and no. Actually, that would probably be really helpful on the other side. That way they could jump down, grab the star, and go up. Now, the thing is, in this game, the other thing to remember is you don't necessarily need to grab all the stars, you just need to finish the level. So, if you don't grab all the stars, you don't grab the trophy, it's not really a big deal. You could just come back to it later if you want to. Because I do think that some of these are going to be brain busters for people. Which is a good thing, because it's got replay value with that, you know? Okay, there we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. So, let's actually back out of that. Let's do that. Let's flip it. Flip it again. That is not what I was looking for. How did I get it to do the thing that I was... I did it just a second ago. Am I facing the wrong way? Is that why? I really wonder. Okay, we switch. No, there it is. Okay. So we gotta go back this way. You really gotta move these guys around. You gotta be very spatially aware. Alright, so if I do this from here, should be about what we need, right? Why is this not working out? The guys have... No, they're all the same shape. Okay, let's try that one. There it is. Okay, kind of wrestling with that one. Alright, so we got that star. But the real question is... I guess that guy hangs out up there. And then this guy we have to create a shape to go here that will actually fit. See, that's the shape we need, but we need to be like one space up here. So that's not really gonna help, is it? That would help there. Okay, yeah, there we go. That helps. Alright, so we got our one red friend up over there towards the... He's close to the exit, so we know we can finish this level at least. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get the star here, so let's see what we can do. No, don't... Oh, see? The undo would have been really nice there, because otherwise we fell down. Infuriating. Now that we've, like, spent a few minutes trying to build our blocks here, and we can't undo the one mistake we made. Really bad. I don't know that we can actually save what we have here. I don't think there's any way to fix our problem here. But hey, honestly, I think that's going to be it for this game because that just infuriates me right there. Tetris Escape, as I said, it's a cool little puzzle game. But you're gonna have to deal with little issues like that. The fact of the matter is like you're gonna get to a puzzle, and if you do something little like that and something stupid where you accidentally move a guy off and it completely ruins the thing you were just working on for 5 minutes, it's just like, for me, I'm kind of like done. You know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I don't think it's an awful game. I do think in a way it's somewhat charming, and I do think that the characters are cute and everything like that. It seems like a fun puzzle game, but it's just like, man. An undo function would have been really, really good here. So, I mean, that's just me, though. Maybe you guys, might actually play this and feel a little bit differently about it. But that's how I feel right there. Cool game. Needs a few more features, I think, to really compete, in the puzzle market, I suppose. Because there's other games that do have undo moves to let you figure yourself out and figure the puzzles out, But this game desperately needs something like that. But for those of you who are keeping score, there is also a statistics page that lets you know how long you've been playing, how many moves you made, how many times you jumped for that kind of thing, if you're interested in that. And there are actually achievements as well. As you can see, I've only gotten World 1, World 2, so I don't have anything, super important. I did get 20% of the, or 25% of the stars, apparently. So you could tell that the game, it's gonna have, what, 8 worlds then? If that sounds about right. Let's see, 1,000 moves, that kind of thing. So there are achievements as well if you keep track of those kind of things. But there you go, everybody. That is Tetris Escape. It's a cool little puzzle game that needs a little bit more tweaking, in my opinion. But regardless, a fun, colorful, charming little game. So GG, everybody. I'll see you all next time.
IGRC.